Hey guys, Santa Tom here, and I just wanted to take a moment today on behalf of the Trace Amigos Talk Show to honor my brother and my friend, Big Mike, owner of the Fur and the Hide. Big Mike lost his mom today, and I can't imagine the weight that he's carrying right now. And Mike, I just want you to know that you're not walking this road alone, brother. Your mom's love will always live on in you, and the strength that you show, and in the kindness that you give to others. She raised a good man, and her legacy shines every time you laugh, every time you help someone, and every time you keep going. So to my friend, Big Mike, we stand with you, we pray for you, and we love you. Rest easy, Mom. Your boy will carry you with him forever. You don't know Mike, you guys keep him in your thoughts, in your prayers. And thank you, Dino. I'm sorry about not bringing you on, but you guys keep him in your prayers. He's I can't imagine. Don't have my dad anymore, but still have my mom's, and when none of us look forward to that day. So just wanted to put that word out there and let Mike know that we are thinking about him as a community, right? Because that's what we do. But welcome to the Trace Amigos Talk Show, guys. Tell us where you're checking in from. Tell us what you're wearing in beard, guys. And it is so good to have each and every one of you here tonight. And we appreciate you guys taking time out of your busy Thursday schedule to spend with us. We are excited about our guest tonight. And Dino, how was your week? And we'll go ahead and tell everybody about why there's only two of us right now.
Well, Santa Tom, my week was good. Actually, last weekend I went to the Ashland beard battle. It was put on by Chris Hall. I actually was in the 6 to 12 inch category, and I took third place. So I had a lot of fun. There was a lot of pinups there. It was an awesome, amazing show. The rest of the week has been good. Just been working, but man, can you believe that Bearded Chief chose to go to a Taylor Swift concert over being here with us? Can you believe that, Santa Tom?
I do not believe it. I do not believe it. But hey, you know what? You got to spend time with your kids. More power to them. All right. Well, guys, we have a special guest tonight. I do want to mention a couple of things before we get started, Dino. We will be doing a giveaway tonight, so make sure you stick around for that. Probably close to the end of the show. We'll start getting ready for it midway, a little past midway, but we will be doing a gift card giveaway to one of our affiliates, the show affiliates tonight. So make sure you stick around for that. I would also like to say that tonight, make sure you tune in at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, or Eastern Standard Time. I'm in Central Standard Time, Eastern Standard Time, as Melissa Copper Johns talks about what truly sets Copper Johns apart. And the Bearded Respect at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Trace Hombres welcome Sunshine State Grooming, our good friend Greg, who we've had on and really enjoyed. So you guys make sure you tune in for that and support those shows as well. We are the Trace Amigos Show. Remember to hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't done so already. And Chief, we met our guest tonight at the Buckeye Beard Battle. He's actually fairly close to me. He lives about 45 minutes away, but we had to travel all the way to Ohio to meet. Right. And but it was so good meeting him, and we're looking forward to getting to know him and talking to him a little bit more. But unless you got something, I say we say hello to everybody.
Yeah.
And two, I mentioned those shows tonight, guys. Also make sure you check out Monday Night Mayhem. Every other, was it Tuesday night? Is the okay. Chief and Dino do a live review talk show every 2 weeks. I think the next one's going to be 2 weeks from now because the scheduling conflicts. But it is so good, and what a good idea doing a live review. And they review several companies. I have thoroughly enjoyed that show, Chief or Dino. And Dino's got so much going on now. Oh my goodness! If you want to give a quick shout out of your shows, I don't even know if I can remember them all.
So Monday Night Mayhem, every other week, the Slay and Anchor show. Once a month on Saturday, we have the Slay Walker show, which is 30 Spray J interviewing me. And then Sundays, we have the wrestling show with myself, Elegant Sasquatch, and 30 Spray Joe, 30 Spray J. And there might be another show coming with the one and only Wizard. So, yeah. So I've got
I don't, I don't know how you do it. I mean, goodness gracious, that's a lot. But they're all so good. And I will tell you, if you haven't watched wrestling in a while and you want to feel out of touch, how out of touch you are with wrestling, go ahead and watch that show. You'll feel really out of touch because I don't know any of the newer people. But we got first tonight, Dino. We got Mr. John Fox was first. Thank you, Mr. Fox. Thank you. Appreciate you being here, brother. Brother Jim, how you doing, man?
in beard today, hero.
Hey, that is such a good scent. What a great scent. And also, I believe that Chief's collaboration is live now as well,
Yes,
right? And could you remind everybody what the name of that is if you remember?
Ooh, you caught me. You caught me on this one. Is it
Let us know. Navigator.
Navigator.
And I had a chance to take a little sniff of it when I was down there visiting Chief at the Buckeye Beer Bow. It is exactly what the scent profile says it is. It is really, really neat. So I really enjoy that. So you guys go make sure you check that out as well. Mr. Baker, how you doing, brother? So good to see you here. Thank you. Oh, well, look at that. Hey, Dave, how you doing, man?
What's going
on?
Abe.
What's going on, brother? All right, man. A lot of people. Jeff Harmon, Mr. Harmon, how you, sir? Looking all dapper. Mr. Dapper himself. 3D. How you doing, brother? Copper John's Melissa. Again, you guys make sure you check her out. We will be off in time for you guys to jump over there and watch Melissa.
My sister.
Absolutely. Santa Allen, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you, man. Michael, what's up, brother? All right. And Kilt Beard Company, how you doing? Thank you so much for being in here. Hey, Renee.
Hey.
How's it going? Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. And Kay, how you doing? Yeah, he's at the Taylor Swift concert.
How's the Taylor Swift show going, Chief?
L Pud, hook 'em. What's up, brother? All right.
Jacob.
Hey, what's going on, brother? Jacob, how you doing? Mr. Jordan. All right. OG, my Houston brother. All right, guys. Oh, a lot of people talking. Mr. Kevin Lambright. How you doing, brother? Papa's Beard Co. Frankie J. Frankie, you are such a staple in the community, brother. Hey, Ronnie.
Swamp Pixie.
All right. Miss Bruce City, thank you so much for being here.
Hello,
Represent Bearded Respect tonight. Yeah. All right. We got to get us a Trace Amigos hat, man.
Yeah. I can make that happen. We'll get them.
Oh, all right. Everybody just chatting up with each other. I think I already said hello to Michael. Hello again, Michael. Jacob, how you doing, brother?
What's going on, brother?
Oh, man, here. Let's go. Oh, there he is, Sunshine State Groom. You guys make sure you go check out Greg tonight on the Bearded Respect.
Yeah.
All right. Abe, I'm there in spirit, literally. Yeah.
He's having too much fun at the Taylor Swift show.
Yeah. You enjoy that, Chief.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what's going on, Lions?
What's happening? And it was his birthday the other day, so happy birthday, Lions.
Sure was. Great shout out. Ray Smokey.
Brother.
And there he is, Elegant Sasquatch. What's going on, Chris? Chief's not here to do the Chewbacca.
I can't do it.
I can't.
There we go. That's my best.
Yeah, I sound like I'm gargling.
Right.
What's up, Dan? How you doing, brother?
What's going on, man?
Hey, Gokin did such a nice video today on Bearded Death, Dan. It's so neat seeing other companies, man, when they support each other. That's so cool. Greg Hall does, and pretty much all of them do. They do. That's why I love this community. All right, I am scrolling. Sofa, how you doing? Thank you so much for being here. Right. I don't want to miss anybody. I think people find out how hard this is when you do it yourself. They're like, oh, yeah, I see why this is so hard. JB, what's going on, man? Thank you so much. All right. Please let me know if I missed anybody, but I think I've caught up. And guys, remember, we have a giveaway tonight, but I say, Dino, unless you have anything else, let's go ahead and bring on our guest. Guys, please help us welcome Christopher Henning, the Bearded Texan himself.
What's up, guys?
How you doing, man?
Good. Glad to be here. Enjoying the rainy evening. Just started downpouring here. So it's a good thing I'm under the shelter. But glad to be here, guys. I appreciate you asking me to come on. I'm excited to be here.
Right. Well, Chris, you know how this kind of goes. We kind of start off with some softball, some wacky, weird questions. Especially since Chief's not here, I've got a lot of wacky ones. So are you ready for this?
Oh, I'm born ready.
All right. So we'll warm you up on kind of an easy one for you. Barbecue brisket or smoked ribs?
Barbecue brisket all day long.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
All day long.
Yeah. Brisket's where it's at. Heck yeah. Now, what about cowboy boots or Crocs with spurs?
Oh my gosh, I haven't seen Crocs with spurs, but that would be a good novelty to go to work in, right? But I'm a cowboy boot guy. I wear cowboy boots every day, so I got to go with cowboy boots.
Yeah, I haven't had a pair of cowboy boots, I think, since I was in high school. I haven't worn a pair of cowboy boots in a long, long time. Yep. Well, I'll tell you,
people down here.
if Jordan Brand made some cowboy boots, I'd probably buy a pair. So Jordan's got to come out with some cowboy boots. I'll buy it.
Michael's good at marketing. You never know.
That's right. So here's one for you. Ride a bull for 8 seconds or ride a Roomba for 8 hours.
Oh, man. Bearded Texan's not as young a guy as he used to be, so I'm going to have to go with the Roomba for 8 hours.
Man, can you imagine dealing with that, riding that thing for 8 hours, a Roomba?
Oh, man. I grew up on a farm, brother, and we had bulls, and not competition. I was by no means a rodeo guy, but I sure did some foolish things. 8 seconds is an awful long time when you're on the back of a bull.
Yeah. All righty. Shave the beard once or give up tacos forever.
Oh, man. See that I shaved the beard. My beard used to be a heck of a lot longer, and I really like tacos. I'd have to shave the beard once because I keep it pretty tight because of, as you guys know, I just retired from playing rugby, but I played rugby and I kept getting my beard yanked, so I cut it down, and it's kind of been there since. So it'd be easy for me to regrow this one. So I love tacos an awful lot.
Right. I don't blame you on that.
Yeah.
All right. Two-stepping at a honky-tonk or line dancing at a wedding?
Well, that's a hard one. I'm going to have to go two-stepping.
Two-stepping? Yeah.
Because the whole line dancing, man, people throw me off. If I could just concentrate with me and my wife, then we're good. But if I have to look at other people, see other people doing, I try to think ahead too much, and it's usually off.
Right. Well, Santa Tom, you're from Texas too, man. So what would you do? Would you be two-stepping at a honky-tonk or line dancing at a wedding?
Two-stepping at a honky-tonk for sure. But you know what? That's a dying breed anymore. Those old honky-tonks just aren't around anymore. I remember when I was younger here in Texas, you could find them pretty much on every corner. But yeah, that's just a dying breed now. But yeah, definitely. That line dancing, I just can't do it.
I'm right there with you.
Ride a horse to work or drive a lifted truck through Starbucks drive-through?
Oh man, you're in Houston. That's a tough choice.
Right?
Oh, here in Houston, you see a little bit of both. Pretty much any day, any given day. But for me, probably the lifted truck, because I find it a whole lot easier to get inside of a lifted truck than to get out of horse.
Right. Oh. Drink hot sauce straight or brush your teeth with barbecue sauce?
Funny story, I made a half right. When I was younger, I was quite foolish. And back in high school, And the cool thing to do is, okay, we're going to do shots of hot sauce. How many shots of hot sauce can you do? Well, I'm a pretty competitive guy. And I just kept going and going. And I won several times. My prize was an ulcer.
Oh, right.
So, so I've done it and I've paid the price, but I can do it again if I need to.
Oh, man. All right. Here's the real question, though. You ready for this one? All right. Wear Daisy Dukes to Walmart or wear skinny jeans to the rodeo?
And nobody wants to see me in Daisy Dukes, brother. I gotta go with the skinny jeans. the rodeo, the lights dim down when the music comes on, so I'm all right with that.
Oh man, yeah, I get it.
Oh brother, that's funny. That's funny.
That's all my funny questions I got for the night.
Oh man, you killed me, brother. Those are some good ones. I hand it to you. Well, very appropriate.
Let me ask you this, because I'm sure there's people in here that know you, but I'm sure there's probably people that don't know you. So let's find out about the Bearded Texan. What got you started in the beard community? What got you started in beard, taking care of your beard? Where did this start at?
So it started, oh man, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years ago maybe, and I had trouble with growing a beard my entire life. And I hit a certain age, I don't know, it took my 30s to really be able to grow a beard that was not patchy. And I worked a job that didn't mind me growing out a beard. So I'm like, well, I'm going to try it and see what happened. And it started to grow. It was still patchy, but I started getting real itchy. And I'm like, all right. So I did what everybody does. They'll go online and do the research. And of course, I got started with that certain brand that most people get started with, and but it helped, it helped the itch, and and then I started looking more into it, and it talked about beard care is more than just cutting hair and whatever, with the nutrition and hydrating, and I found that really helped my beard growth, and I just went to town after that, and I let it grow. Mine wasn't never as long as yours, but I don't know, mine was probably 6-7 inches at one point, and and then I just kept it from there, and until rugby season came around, I started playing rugby when my boys started playing again, and that's when, like I said before, I had to cut it down.
Right.
I started back then, and just because I wanted to do it, because I couldn't do it, because I'm competitive, and I'm competitive with myself, and I conquered it. So.
Right. Well, let me ask you this. So what kind of made you go from being that guy that found out about how to take care of your own beard and going, you know what? I want to kind of get in this beard community and start making some content and doing reviews. What kind of got you there? What was the step to that?
So a couple of different reasons. So my career, I work in the oil business, oil industry, and I worked on the corporate side of things. And I had to do a lot of presentations and a lot of, reporting to C-suite, executive, and executive type level managers. And I was always uncomfortable speaking to people. And so I'm like, all right, I need to figure out a way to be able to get more comfortable speaking in front of people. And I have this passion for beer products. And on top of that, I also have a passion for helping people and helping companies. I love, helping companies out, helping them grow, seeing them succeed. And I'm like, all right, let's try this. And, first few videos were horrible. Obviously I didn't know what I was doing. And, I'm still not that great, but, I do what I can and I enjoy it. I become, a lot more comfortable in front of camera and in front of the corporate environment. So really, that's how it started. It was to overcome my fear of speaking in front of people and speaking in public.
Speaking of, I won't even go back and watch my first videos that I've done. I'm scared to watch them because I'm like, oh man, I know they're going to be bad, right? So you do this to overcome your speaking. Then what happened when, did you go? Because I don't know all your past about that, but did you get into being an affiliate, an ambassador, anything like that? Were you getting into that with companies or?
So not originally. I just found companies that I like to use and I like to tell people about it.
Right.
You know, so like, all right, I'm going to do this. We'll put it out there, see what other people think, and it started to get bigger, and then I get a little bit of a following, and then companies started reaching out to me as far as if I wanted to be an affiliate and help them out, and I do. I am an affiliate for a couple companies, and I work pretty closely with them, and but.
Right.
It's not for that. I mean, anything I get from an affiliate side always goes right back into the company, really,
Right.
on that side, because we all know that this stuff doesn't come for free. And my whole thing is, I don't ever ask for anything for free. Everything that I get comes out of my pocket. So that helps on that side. Helps fund the addiction, right?
Right.
But so yeah, it really originally didn't start with that. It originally just started, just putting it out there. I liked it, and if I like it, maybe some other people haven't heard about this company and maybe they would like it too. So,
I like the fact that you brought up that you pay for your stuff just like I pay for my stuff in Santa Tom does, and I think some you'll see sometimes some of the guys that are trying to come in and start doing this stuff don't understand how important it is to buy your own stuff and not to ask small batch companies for free stuff, right?
Absolutely.
If you look at these small batch companies, they're trying to make it. And, to you and I, for somebody new, and they might be like, oh, it's just a $20 bottle of oil. And they don't realize, that $20 is taken away from them putting, food on the table and stuff like that. So I really like the point you brought up that you buy your own, because I think there is a misconception with some people that think that guys like myself, Santa Tom, and you, that we get stuff for free. Not going to lie, every once in a while an owner will put something in for free, but we've placed an order and they just stick something in there, but we're always paying for our stuff. I think that's a very important point to get across to anybody coming up. But I like that you brought that up.
Yeah, I agree. I think there is a common misconception that, everybody just wants to throw stuff at us or we're owed free stuff because we're doing reviews or like you had mentioned that, like, these companies are making tons of money, which, first of all, at that $20 bottle of oil, they don't realize that they got to buy all the raw materials for that. And let's talk about a gallon of, medical seed oil, right? So there's a hidden cost to that. And, I think that's just something that needs to be recognized that, we don't do this to make a ton of money on it. We're not getting rich on it. We're not doing it to get rich. And, I think a lot of people have that common misconception. They've seen huge people on, doing the same thing and they think they're a millionaire. And that's not the case.
Exactly. Yep. So let me ask you this. What are have you been trying any new companies lately, or is there any companies that you have been really liking lately, using more often?
Oh yeah. So my newest company, I would say, man, Bane Blends. I don't know. Yeah, you're familiar with Bane Blends, Jacob at Bane Blends. I really like his stuff because he's unique. He's got a herbal blend, and Jacob actually designed that for health reasons, not just to smell good, right? That blend. I mean, that's the newest company that I've tried lately, and that really, really, really does a wondrous thing for my skin and my beard. So I use them a lot. I use a lot of Rugged Pirate. If any of you guys follow me, you'll see. I do a lot of. Nick is a great guy. I've become really good friends with Nick, the owner of Rugged Pirate. We do a lot of work together. I've done some collaborations with him. I've got a couple of mainline scents that on his platform that I worked with him in, and I use a lot of that. You'll see that if you look at my reviews. I do a lot of that, and there's other ones here and there. Mikey's Beard Co. Mikey Shealy, he's a great guy. He does great things with tobacco. I am a tobacco lover, like you, Santa Tom. Anything tobacco, generally, I'm going to try. That's the thing. If I see something pop out tobacco, that especially if it's something unique with tobacco, right? They're using something different, and there's a lot of companies out there right now that are putting a lot of stuff out. But for me, because there is a lot of companies, I look for things more on the unique side. If I'm going to try something new, it's got to be something that nobody's not nobody, but not everybody's doing. Maybe a unique, carrier oil they're using, or a unique combination of scents that I've never seen. Just something to pique my interest that I can try. That's not your typical, 10 different fragrances that you see.
Right. That's
Before we get started, if I could jump in real quick, people are asking where Chief is. Dino, if you'd like to remind people where Chief is, but I do want to remind everybody we are doing a giveaway tonight, and we'll be doing a $25. I purchased a $25 gift card from True North Beard Co. We will be giving that away tonight, so make sure you stick around for that. We'll be doing a hashtag giveaway towards the end of the show. But Dino, would you like to tell everybody where Chief's at tonight?
Chief is at a Taylor Swift concert. I didn't know that he was a secret Swiftie. So he is at a Taylor Swift concert. He's going to use the excuse of his daughter invited him. I'm pretty sure it was the other way around. Chief got the tickets and said, "Hey, will you go with me?" So Chief is at the Taylor Swift show. He is a closet Swiftie, so he's enjoying the concert tonight.
He's gonna choke us, man.
Oh my goodness. Hey, at least he's comfortable in it. He's comfortable enough to admit it. I mean, you got to give him that much credit. I can't say that I would say the same, but if he's comfortable with it, God bless him.
Like you were saying about all these companies, it's so hard as content makers and reviewers at keeping up with all these companies, right? Like, there's probably 15 to 20 companies I like, and I feel bad because I can't always buy all the new releases, and I try to spread the wealth out there, but man, it's so hard to keep up. Like, there's another guy that should be up here with you guys because he's from Texas, but Lion's Mane. Lion's Mane makes awesome stuff, and he's doing some unique stuff, and there's so many good companies out there. It's so hard to keep up with them and keep up with all the new drops.
It really is, and like you said, you feel bad. I feel bad too, because it's like, I would love to support every single small batch guy out there and every single new company out there, but my wallet says differently. And I've got so much stuff that I like Santa Tom, give stuff away all the time. I send mystery packages out to people, and I gift beard oils at church and to friends I know, just to try to clear out stuff, because Mrs. Bearded Texan doesn't like clutter, and happy wife is happy life, as we know. Right. We don't want to upset the apple cart. But yeah, it's hard, because there's a lot of great companies out there, and a lot of great companies on this call right here, and Greg, I see Greg Hall. I support Greg, Sunshine State. Mm-hmm. He's got great stuff. True North, Chris. Right. I've used their stuff a long time. As it stands, I set swap 2 or 3 times a day just to try to keep things in rotation, right? So, if I had, my way, if I had unlimited funds, I'd set swap, 4, 5, 6 times a day just so I can keep these guys rolling in, because I love supporting small businesses and watching these and helping these guys grow.
Talking about giving away stuff, I mean, Santa Tom, how many oils did you give away at Buckeye? Like, I came with that box of oils and I think I had probably 60, 70 oils in that box. You had, we gave away ones.
I sent a big box to Chief and as well, and somebody got a really good deal when they bid on that shelf, but and it is, and it's like Christopher said earlier, I think all of our main goal is to support these companies, and your heart wants to support everybody. But it is, you'll start ordering, and before you know it, you've got enough to last you 10 lifetimes.
Right.
Easily, and I'm OCD. I'm obsessive compulsive. So, and me, I got that OCD makes me want to collect, right? So I'm not satisfied with getting, one set from a company. I want every one of them. I got to complete the collection, and man, that's a bad habit because it gets expensive. And I would love to do that, but oh my goodness, I'd be in trouble.
What happens to me is I'll look around, I'm like, all right, this one's dropping this week, this one's dropping. and I get pulled in like 80 directions, right? And then I forget about the drop. So I've actually reached out to owners of companies, said, listen, please remind me. I will not get offended if you're like, hey, I just dropped this. You need to buy it. Because I'm telling you to remind me, because I get pulled everywhere. Like so many hundreds of companies. So I'm like, I don't want to miss out on this one. Please remind me. You will not offend me. And here's another guy, the Elegant Sasquatch. Man, he's making stuff. He's hitting it out of the park. I mean, so many companies. But that kind of leads me into another question for you. I find it hard nowadays because I get asked this because they're like, hey, Dino, you've done all these reviews, Tactical Santa. I've never seen a bad review. And my response has always been, I haven't run across anything bad from any of these companies. I think we've been kind of in the golden age of beard oil where everybody that's in the business knows how to make good product. It's just subjective on a scent profile, right? I've never had bad product from anybody. Has anybody ever reached out to you and been like, hey, you've never done a bad review or this or that, what's going on?
Oh, funny you say that. Yeah. No, I've been hit pretty hard on that because I'm a positive guy. Okay. And my objective is not to try a company and if I don't like it, put it out there and berate them and bash them. That does not help them. So if I find something that, that I think needs improving on, or I didn't think it's, up to par, or there's something I find fault in, I'm not going to do a review on it. I will contact the owner directly and say, hey, I got this stuff, I just want to let you know, the biggest thing with me is greasiness on the hands and non-absorbing in the beard. And that's usually a percentage problem in your carrier blend. And, I will go to the owner directly and tell them my experience. And like, I will never put bad publicity out there. And I have gotten some hate for that. I will tell you that much. I have videos made on me about that. And that's fine. They can hate, but my objective is not to belittle companies and to trash companies. My objective is to help companies grow. And if I can help companies grow, I'll do that either by, reviewing the stuff I love or providing constructive criticism to them on how they might be able to improve the product to get it to where I think that it would be suitable for me to do a review on.
Right. And that's a good valid point. Like I would never do a review to sabotage somebody's company, right? Because first off, you never know. Everybody's human, right? Maybe you made a mistake when they were mixing it. Maybe something went wrong. Everybody has a bad day. Could have gone wrong.
Absolutely.
You say, I feel, as a reviewer, I would reach out to the owner and be like, hey, this is what, this is my experience. Is this typical? Is this something that's not, and talk to them because, there's enough negativity in this world. And all these small batch companies, like I said, they're trying to put food on the table, right? So I would never want to sabotage a company. I'll always reach out. You know what? If they don't want to take my advice or something, or they're like, hey, that's how it is. Okay, no problem. I don't have to review you. I don't want to speak negative,
Absolutely. Yeah, I am totally like that. You said it best. There is enough negativity in the world, and I don't want to contribute to that. In my group that I run, Bearded Texans Corral, that's one of the staple rules. No drama, no negativity. We're not bashing each other. If you do it, you're out. Some people don't like that. They find their way out. But I'm all about positivity because, like you said, there is enough negativity out there. Just turn on the TV, right? And we don't. We need to spread the love and have more positivity out there in the world. So you hit it right on the head.
Well, I got to tell you, I can't take full credit for that because I got to say that being on the show with Santa Tom and Santa Tom being a close friend of mine and with him always, talking about, the world needs more kindness and all that. He has really shaped me into a different person since I've known him. The Tactical Santa of a couple years ago would have been like, this is crap, blah, 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 So Santa Tom really rubbed off on me and was a mentor and actually showed me the better way. And I appreciate that, Santa Tom. Thank you for that.
I appreciate Christopher too, and his and that's why I've always kind of gravitated and enjoyed watching them because I have the same mindset, you know. And Chris from Elegant Sasquatch says sometimes as makers we need to hear the bad stuff so we can improve 100%. But I think what he's saying is he reaches out in private, you know, hey, look, this is, you may want to do this, and you know, but to get on and make a video, and I've caught the same criticism, Christopher. You know, people, well, you don't ever put out negative reviews. You're just out there for the popularity. Has nothing to do with it. We were raised, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all, at least out in public. I reach out to that company and say, hey, look, and there's been several companies, I can't use this, and this is why. If they listen to you, they listen to you. If they don't, you know, but I really appreciate you saying that.
Yeah, no, and that's it. And, you know, Tom, I'm going to follow up with Dino. You are an inspiration, sir. And I've followed you for a long time, and the stuff that you've been putting out, you know, especially your short videos that you're doing in your truck and whatnot, you know, about, you know, being parents and being men. We need to see more of that. And kudos to you for putting that out there, because I think there's a lost art to what a man should be. And you're putting it out there, and we need to see more of that. I thank you for doing that.
Well, I appreciate that, but guys. You know, that's why I love the bearded community. Is a lot of guys, and I know there's women involved too, but there's a lot of men that aren't afraid to help each other out, and that's what I really appreciate. And just it's made me a better man. So I appreciate all you guys. Thank you.
Right.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's, you know, just be a light in the world, right? Just be a light in the world.
Right. So let me ask you this. So, man, you've got an awesome page. You brought it up, the Bearded Texan Corral. So how long has that page been up? And I correct me if I'm wrong. How many subscribers do you have on that page now? I mean, it's big. It's getting big.
So I started it a long time ago, just as a project, and it's been about a year. Close to a year now that I really started forming the community, and it's based on, you know, positivity and, you know, helping companies grow, doing reviews, bringing brotherhood and community together. And the bearded community is an anomaly in the world. The brotherhood and camaraderie that I've seen within the bearded community is second to none, and that's grown. My group right now is right around 1,100 people, and so it's grown really quick in the last year. And I have some great monitors, Scott Conway and JD Deverell. They help me along with that, and I can't do it alone. I'm one person, right? You know, and we do a lot of fun things. You know, we do contests and giveaways, and you know, I do live calls on Friday nights, you know, called Bearded Texans Beard Banter that we run off of Discord, and we have to do video chats with it, and have special guests on like you do here, and just get around. Sometimes, you know, it's just a bunch of guys. You know, we'll have, you know, anywhere between 8 and 20 guys sometimes, and it's really helped form a bond within the bearded community to where it's not just about the beard. And you know, we run late, usually, you know, 1 o'clock, midnight, 1 o'clock Central Time. And, you know, we get into everything from mental health to, you know, to personal issues. And, you know, if people want to share, because as guys, we don't like to talk, and mental health is a big issue. And, you know, I find it therapeutic for myself. And because I'm one of those guys, you know, there's a stigmata that, you know, guys are supposed to be macho and not want to talk to each other and not talk about their problems. Well, that's led to the high increases of suicide. And, you know, guys need to have an outlet. And, you know, I'm seeing this develop into that on our calls, because there's a core group of guys. Sam, you've been on it. You know, there's a core group of guys that it's like a brotherhood. And some of these characters, some of these guys, you know, this is the only social that they get. You know, they can't get out of their house, or they live too far away, or they're handicapped, or they don't have a way to get out and, you know, go to church, or go meet up with a bunch of guys for coffee, you know, at McDonald's. So they don't have that ability. So that's some of the only social that they get. And it's really turned into quite something different, which I really love, because, you know, we need to talk more about our mental health. We had Kyle Waller on this past Friday of Shape the Podcast, and he spoke, and that was a great show. And it's been a huge growth, man. It's exciting. I enjoy it. And
I always feel bad because you do it on Friday nights, and I have to be up early on Saturday mornings. So I've caught it a couple times. I've been on there, but man, I wish I could join. I could come on every Friday, but I got to be up so early on Saturday nights. I'm usually Saturday mornings. I'm usually running around, and I got to teach classes Saturday, so it's in bed early, getting up. But yeah, I got to tell you something else though that I thought was really showed a lot of class from you. You had reached out to me and you're like, hey, is it okay? Because I own a couple pages, and you're like, hey, is it all right if I post? And I'm like, man, you can post anything you want on my pages. But I thought it was a class act of you to reach out to me first before you started posting on there. And just a classy guy, man. You did the right thing with that, and I'm glad your page is taken off and everything's going for you that way.
I appreciate it. It's fun, man, and I love the community. And we were all at Beard Battle together there a couple of weeks back, and man, just about the community there, it's astounding me. So we have this community online, and you don't meet all these people usually in person, but you get there and it's like it was like going to a family reunion,
right?
Just this beard community is just top notch.
Have you noticed something about the beard community is when you do meet somebody in person, they're exactly the same person that they are online. They're not fake.
Absolutely.
Everybody I've met from the beard community, from online, you meet them in person, and they're that person. They're not fake. I think that's amazing and wonderful.
Yeah, that's refreshing, really,
right?
Because you never know. You see a lot of talking heads on TV. Like celebrities or whatever. By no means am I a celebrity, but or anybody else that I'm in contact with. But you see a lot of people talk, and you don't know if they're really just who they are,
right.
Or if they're playing the part, right? And you are exactly right. Everybody that I've met, beer company owners down to the the fans of you and Santa Tom and Chief and myself, all top notch. I really loved meeting everybody at Beard Battle. I wish I had more time to sit and talk with everybody, as you guys could probably attest to as well.
Right.
But there's next year, right?
Right.
Yeah. Right. Absolutely. Well, guys, I'm going to jump in real quick. We got just over 15 minutes. I want to get this giveaway started. We are going to give away a $25 gift card to so you can get on. And if you've never tried them, or if you have tried them, it give you a little extra to get on there and grab something. And that is to True North Beard Co. They are we have an affiliate code with them. So make sure you get on there and check them out. But this is a 25 gift card from the Trace Amigos talk show. So you guys, please go check them out. The hashtag is going to be #North Crew. That's #North Crew. All right. And we appreciate Chris's support and Tara's support and Little Finn. We appreciate them so much. So thank you, guys. So go ahead and get your hashtags in, #TrueNorth, and let's get this rolling.
Right. So, Santa, you think it's almost time for the question?
I think it is, man.
But here's the problem with the question. I already asked the Bearded Texan this question on Monday Night Mayhem. So I'm going to, if you don't mind, I'm going to change this question up. Because we kind of talked a little bit, and I know a little bit more about Chris than probably most. But so here's the question, Chris. If you could have any muscle car or car nowadays, any dream car that you wanted, what would it be and why?
Any dream car.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Any dream car. So my father and I restored, as we've talked about, I used to restore classic cars. I grew up as a boy in Buffalo, New York, actually, area, and blue collar. And my dad, that was his hobby. And I spent a lot of time with him restoring cars. And one car that he always wanted was a 1957 red Chevy Bel Air. And he had a 56. He couldn't find that 57. Yeah. So I would have to say it would have to be a 1957 Chevy Bel Air two-door hardtop.
Now, let me ask a caveat to that.
Mhm.
Would it be all original, or would you resto mod it? Would you put today technology in it, or would you keep it original?
So I'm a pretty traditional guy, and while the resto mods are fun, just for the sake of preservation of a classic. I mean, think about this. How many years? I mean, it's 80 some years old now, or some 70 years old, something like that now. My math stinks, but just for preservation of that, because there's going to be a day where you're not going to be able to find, an all original car from the 50s or the 60s anymore. So for that purpose alone, I would have to say I would keep it all original. I'd restow it. I'd want to have the numbers matching, just almost like a museum piece. I'd probably be afraid to drive it. I'd just get something else to bang around with, but
right.
That would be my dream car. And I would keep it 100% original.
Right. And I can respect that, man. I can respect that. A 57 Chevy is probably one of the most iconic cars in American culture. And they are beautiful. Those fins on the car are beautiful. And especially you're talking a red with white, right?
Absolutely. With the white interior.
Yep. Yeah, that's a super. And the only thing that needs to go with that is a pinup girl.
We sure did meet a lot of them, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
I'm sure we could find one willing.
Right.
It goes perfectly.
Anytime you think of that car, in my mind, anytime you think of a 57 Chevy, a shoebox, you're like, where's the pinup girl that's going to model next to it? Every time I go to a car show, I'm always looking for the pinup girl. Where's the pinup girl? There's one running around here. She should be modeling right up by this car because it's the perfect car for a pinup.
That's right. It really is. And like having the big bopper, somebody playing in the background. I could. I used to go to a lot of car shows with my dad, and that brings back some good memories. And there was a lot. It was always the 50s music playing in the background, and guys showing off their cars, and not so much the pinup girls in very conservative town that I grew up in, but that would have been a nice addition as a teenager. That's for sure.
Well, let me ask you this, since we're kind of on the topic of this, right? Do you think Santa Tom's sleigh is powered by a 426 Hemi? Would you say that's what his sleigh is powered by?
I would say either that or a 426 side oiler from the AC Cobra.
Yeah.
It's got to have some serious horsepower, to be able to make it to all these houses in such a short window of time.
Right. Well, maybe one day Santa Tom will let us know what that top secret sleigh has powering it. Maybe one. Yep.
Hey, I've made a lot of videos on the Santa's travel, so you guys get on and watch. Well, I have to say this. One thing Chris said from Elegant Sasquatch is he said his car was an 84 Gremlin. And then Lee came back and said, I believe he said, you wouldn't fit in an 84 Gremlin. And that's right. We met Chris at the Buckeye Beer Battle. That is a large human being. He's a large man. I remember the Gremlins, man. I had an uncle that owned a Gremlin. Man, you just brought me back to my teenage life. Guys, get your hashtags in. Hashtag North Crew for a $25 gift card. We're going to draw here in about 5 minutes. We got 40 people in the chat, and we've got 23 entries. So go ahead and get your hashtag North Crew in to get your chance to win that gift card.
So what about this? What is your dream car, Santa Tom? What would yours be?
Well, I'll flip it on you. And what I was going to ask you guys is, what was your first car? My first car, and it is actually my dream car because I wish I never would have got rid of it when I was still young and foolish. My first car was a 1971 Buick Riviera. It had a 455 in it. I loved it. It was my first car. My grandmother bought it and gave it to me when I turned 18 years old. And I wish I had that car back. You could still find them around for fairly cheap, but I want that one back. And that's kind of my dream car.
Nice.
That's awesome.
My first car was terrible, man. It was a 1984 Dodge Aries K car station wagon, and it was that horrible mint green. That
green.
Mint green. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I couldn't complain though. I bought it for I think it was $600. So. Yep.
There you go.
Yep.
I had a 1981 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme with a 350 rocket motor in it.
Yeah.
And it was a rock box, being from the Northeast originally, man. You know how the South is. It did a number on it, but man, that thing could go real quick when it needs to. Have that power glide transmission in it, and it was fast. But man, I tell you, I got about 5 miles to a gallon with it, and the wintertime it had a hole in the back, in the floor of the back seat, so snow would come up through the bottom of it. But hey, you gotta do what you gotta do when you're a kid.
The day I sold my car, I sold it to a scrapper, right? And he went to go drive it away, and he got about 200 feet down the road, and the front engine cradle fell down. It just like I was like, holy crap. Yeah.
I call that perfect timing on your part.
Right. Well, he was a scrapper anyway. He wasn't going to drive, but he was like, "Oh, I'll drive it down the road to my flatbed or trailer or whatever." And he got 200 feet and fell out. I'm like,
"That's good. That's great. That's great. I love it. Yeah. No, I've had a lot of cars, and that was a fun car. It went from stoplight to stoplight awfully fast, but it sure wasn't a looker, I'll tell you that much.
Right.
All right, guys. Well, we're going to do this drawing real quick, and then we'll finish up with some final thoughts. But good luck, everyone, and let's go ahead and go. This is for a $25 gift card to True North Beard Co. Greg Hall.
Congratulations.
Hey, you guys, make sure you check out Greg Hall, who will be on the Bearded Respect tonight. I am looking forward to that show. Always looking forward to the Bearded Respect. But Greg's such a good guy. Congratulations, Greg. Shoot me a message. I've got the code for you to where you can get on and get you some True North online. What couldn't happen to a nicer guy that supports other companies? Thank you so much for being here, being a part of the Trace Amigos. Dino, you got any final closing words, and then we'll turn it over to Chris. And
well, I just want to say, Chris, it was awesome having you on here. It was such an amazing time meeting you at the Buckeye Beard Battle. Dude, continue what you're doing, man. You're doing a lot of awesome stuff. I dig the stuff you're doing, and maybe sometime, maybe Tactical Santa and the Bearded Texan, we got to do some collab stuff together, some content, do some fun stuff. Hopefully next year, all three of us, well, actually, hopefully Chief will be there too, then not at a Taylor Swift concert. We should all make some content together. I think it'd be really cool. I think doing some content with all of you guys, doing it together would be awesome. But I'll tell you what, I'm glad I got to meet you, and I'm glad I get to call you my brother. And as always, man, if you need anything, please feel free to reach out to me, and let's get some stuff done in the future, brother.
Likewise. Yeah, I'm definitely down for that, man. It'd be great to do like a commentation of, like a parody commentation of the beard battle. That would be kind of fun, right? Or like kind of like football, and like commentator or wrestling commentators, right? That's the gig on that. That would be fun. But no, definitely get together for some content, do some reviews, or anything, dude. I'm down for it, man. I just need to. I'm kind of technologically impaired on the live stream stuff, man. I just can't figure out this whole restream or StreamYard. So once I get, and I'll have some more time on my hands, I can figure that stuff out. I want to start doing more on the live side, not just on the recorded side. So maybe we can get together and do some of these crazy shows like y'all do. And
I'll tell you what, if you need help with restream or StreamYard, reach out to Santa Tom and I. We can help you out, man.
I'll definitely do that because I've been playing around with it, and I'm also starting. Me and Sean DeLuca, a friend of mine who's on our Beard Banner calls, we want to start a cigar podcast, and so we're both avid cigar. I wouldn't say aficionados, but we're looking at starting a podcast on that too. So I need to get my button gear and learn how to do this stuff.
Right.
It's not hard.
Yes, sir.
Hey, look, I do want to say that, it was so good meeting you at the Buckeye Beer Battle, even though we only live 40 minutes from each other, if that, but in today's society, well, especially where we live, because now Chris lives on the other side of Houston, on the side of Houston, right? So even 40 minutes, it's still a long trip in this traffic, and OG would be the first one to tell you he's from Houston. Houston traffic is absolutely ridiculous. But anyway, it was such an honor and a pleasure meeting you, and look forward to all the content that you're putting out and the support that you give to these companies. And you're relentless, brother. Keep it up, because I think I've tried to keep pace with you at one point on reviews. It's impossible. It's impossible.
Yeah.
So
That's fun. It's funny because I kind of tried to do the same thing with you, Tom. I'm like, I don't know how this guy does this.
Man, but I just love your positivity. I really do. And speaking of positivity, guys, remember, on this show, we support positivity. We support the community. What we do not support is talking about other company owners kind of putting down other company owners. Hey, we're all here about support. We're here for each other. We support everybody that we put their names up here as we wouldn't put their names up here if we didn't have the respect and the love for the companies as not an affiliate code, but a discount code, because we don't get any money off of this stuff, guys. That is provided so you guys can save money on these companies. So please go check them out and support them, because the Trace Amigos support them. Much love and respect. You guys make sure you go check out Copper John's Melissa following this show here in about 3 minutes. All right. And then after that, the Bearded Respect at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We appreciate each and every one of you. And for my good friend, and I got to say this, Chief is not at a Taylor Swift concert. He's going to choke us. He is some music I don't listen to. It's the thrash kind of screaming, growling music kind of stuff. But hey, it seems a little more manly, I guess, than a Swiftie concert, right? But anyway, so that's where he's at. He's there with his daughter, and we are so thankful he's able to spend some time with his daughter. But Chief, love you, man. Christopher, appreciate you. Love you, man. Thank you so much for what you do. Everybody out there, we love you so much. Appreciate you spending some time with us. Until next Thursday, remember that this world could use a little kindness. So be kind to one another. It doesn't cost anything. And as always, keep Christmas in your heart year round. See you guys next Thursday.
Thanks, guys.